Yes, sir, dear brother.
Brother Minister, I would be remiss if I did not say it is by not only the grace of Allah, but through His servant, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, that I am, along with the other national laborers and individuals, that we're here. It is by the Honorable Louis Farrakhan.
That's right.
And all of you who are in this same course of study. And why are we saying it like that? Because some of us are so unlearned.
Right.
That's right. And so lazy in our studies that when you're given at a learning curve new information, there's an idolatrous thing in us. No, this is real.
That's right.
There's an idolatrous thing in us that will jump ship.
Yeah. That's true.
We get all excited. Oh, this is it. And you left what was it.
Right.
Do you understand? The body of knowledge out of which we work and study, particularly in the Nation of Islam. And I'm not downplaying one iota of the Holy Quran.
That's right.
But it is what we call the supreme wisdom. It is timeless. You see that?
I thought it was.
Well, see, now you're talking in the past.
Yeah, I'm learning Scientology, is it?
No. There is great wisdom everywhere.
That's right.
I could go to the nearest Baptist church, and if Allah's Spirit is on that preacher,
That's right.
I will get so much truth from the Baptist preacher. We're trying to move, my beloved sister, to a point where, again, as I said in the beginning, diversity will never represent adversity.
That's right.
To our being able to work together. Look, we got to work with our Christian family.
That's right.
Not tolerate them, love them.
That's right.
And work with them. If there is truth, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said the entire universe is like a gigantic mammary gland. All man has to do is suck, and whatever he needs comes forth. It's not limited to this building. But let me say this to you. I want to hear from you, but let me just say this. But this is what has been designed for a unique conditioned black people in America. So if you jump board or jump off of this ship, you will drown. Well, see, you got to broaden, with all due respect, you have to broaden your scope a little bit. You know, to entertain the truth of the Baptist church does not mean you are forsaking the truth of the mosque.
That's right. It's being enhanced.
Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, told the Muslims in his time, one must be willing to travel as far away as China in search of knowledge.
That's right.
Think over this. And he told them white Arabs, you got to be willing to take truth even if it comes to you from one with a head like a raisin.
That's right.
This is Raisin Valley, ain't it? California raisins. But anyway, once you begin to understand what you've been given, then you go and sit in that Baptist church, but not during your Sunday meeting. And you begin just by being a Muslim, inspire them to be greater Christians.
That's right.
Scientology has great truth, like everywhere else.
That's all.
Okay? Like everywhere else. I gotta use my mom as an example. And don't hate on me or her because I'm using my mom as an example. That's my mom. And she still thinks she can whoop me, so I gotta, say. When you read my mother's articles, where is she? Is she in Detroit, where the Nation of Islam began? Is she in Chicago? I don't even know where my mama is most of the time. And she's expressing, she is confirming in her essays the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the supreme wisdom that was brought by Master Farad Muhammad by comparative research study that she does in Mongolia,
That's right. That's right.
in the Altos Mountains, in Russia, in Korea, in Japan.
Brother Rasul, don't tell me that the teaching of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad doesn't work anymore.
Who said that?
Because number one,
Who said
if you
that?
read How to Eat to Live, if you read How
No,
to
no, no,
Eat
no.
to
She's
Live,
okay.
no.
No, she's
If-
inspired.
You sit down.
No.
Because if you standing on my shoulders, all
It's
right?
okay. It's
Because
okay.
if you read How to Eat to Live, it goes from eating 1 meal a day to 1 meal a week. So how you gonna say that it don't work when you ain't never tried it?
Who are you speaking
I'm
to?
speaking of Minister Tony that got up one Sunday and said it didn't work.
Okay.
I'm
Listen.
speaking of Minister Tony.
I've
That got
never
up and
said
said it
that.
crossed the roster
I've
that
never
it don't
said
work.
that.
So I got a problem because if it's worked for 80 years and now it don't work, you got Master Farad, he didn't know enough to teach us enough. We got to go get the rest from white people who
No.
oppressed us.
Yes.
No,
I understand.
brother. It ain't
Did
going
you hear?
down like that.
Let me ask you.
She got it
Let me ask you.
closed down.
Let me ask you a question, dear sister.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear me say that?
No, you didn't say that.
Okay. Now listen, because I remember you, and I love you, and I respect you. Okay, I do.
But your father
No,
gave
wait.
me life. And I'm not going to stand for nobody to put down the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Sneaky, overtly, or no kind of way. Ain't nobody going to put the message down.
And I think
in my
that
presence, or the minister.
I think that's expected.
Either one.
I think that's expected in a good thing. However, there are things that we don't readily understand, and there are strategies when you are working with a people like us.
That's right.
For an example, you are clearly demonstrating to everybody here that you have a problem with student minister Tony.
Not him.
No, hold
Message.
no, wait, please.
sir.
I don't want to argue with you.
Yes, sir.
But you mentioned him in a light that's not the best. Hold on one second. And you stated you have a difference with something he said.
Right.
Now, let me remind you of what our father taught us, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said that when you have a difference with the commanding officer, and like you're in the ranks, and you're being given instruction, and even while we're not in ranks like this right now, but you're still being given instruction from authority.
That's right.
And this is Minister Farrakhan's appointed man. Hang on. I really want you to capture the whole thing. For me to differ with my brother, I would always take it into the strictest of privacy. So as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, so that you not become guilty of killing or corrupting the spirit. Now, we just had a lecture. Everybody's laughing and smiling. According to Scientology, for an example, if I could have left everybody smiling and laughing, I left you clear.
Right.
But because you felt this necessity, even though I never said anything like what you were saying, this is the most inappropriate time, my beloved mom. No, wait a minute. It doesn't matter. But even though, let's say, listen, even though, beloved sister, I need for you, will you listen to me?
I'm listening to you.
Okay, listen. Even if it was said exactly like you said on a Sunday in front of everyone, on whose authority do we correct Minister Farrakhan's rep? No. Because that's the first order of peace in this building. Wait a minute. That's the first order. This is Minister Farrakhan's podium. That's how we're taught. That's how we're trained. This is Minister Farrakhan's representative. I don't care if he broke every law in the book. The thing you got to ask yourself is Minister Farrakhan aware And if he's not aware, you're free to write Minister Farrakhan because he's the authority under which we have our function. But the worst place to do it is in the public. And I'll tell you something else, my dear beloved mom, because I love you like that. I'm telling you straight up. And this is a correction not to you, it is to all of us. Now listen to this. The Honorable Louis Farrakhan checked me one day. It was when I was in Detroit prior to 95 as the minister. And there was a particular person that publicly said some things about Minister Farrakhan. And, you know, most of you know me as Rasul, and some of you in here know me as Russell. And I'm going to tell you straight up, that nigga ain't never joined the nation. He's wild, he's crazy, and anything that looks like an attack, I'm up in your grill. Okay, now, so I did that. I was Russell. The minister called me into Chicago. And he told me, brother, never entertain.
Speaking of, they want you to speak in the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said, don't entertain that crap. He said, one thing you'll know about a true Muslim. A true Muslim will never attack his brother in the public. That's right. That's right. Do you know how many blunders and mistakes that I have made over the last 22 years of ministry? Oh my God. The beauty is, evidently, if I'm still here, it was out in California in 92 or 90, no, 98. I don't know. I'm getting Alzheimer's early. But when the minister made the remark in Compton, he said, right now, I could sit down 97%.
That was here, Savior's Day here.
Absolutely, but I think this was a meeting over in Compton where he made this statement. Or Watts. What? It was a Watts? All of y'all getting Alzheimer's. But anyway, I could sit down 97% of my ministers. And you know what happened, dear sister? I went back to Miami, and a whole family left the mosque. And it all, when we investigated, it came from them, the whole family, being in a car, riding with a brother that said, I bet Brother Rasul is one of the 97%. No, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. No. And no, wait a minute. I'll tell you straight up. I believe I am one of the 97%. But the question was, to me in my heart, as my Muslim brother, why wouldn't you give me the benefit of the doubt? And even if I am part of the 97%, why wouldn't you say, I know my minister's part of the 3%? That's right. You see? So, we have to think better of each other. Which one of these headpieces used to turn tricks? Which one of these headpieces in here has slept with her so-called brother's, your so-called sister's husband? Which one? You had a out here. If you remember, well, I'm not going to go into all that stuff, but I mean, y'all got cases out here, and we got cases back west, back east. We're not fit to judge. Judge not, lest ye be judged. And I'm going to show you how that works. The moment you jump up in front of everybody, in order for us to even, no, but I believe you, but you know what?
You're not going to speak against the messenger.
No. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can choose to be a hypocrite. I can choose to be an enemy. That is my prerogative. You can't stop it. If the Holy Quran says nothing happens without Allah's permission,
That's right, say that. Nothing.
then in most cases we get ourselves into trouble because we start playing judge and jury into that which is out of your control. But even for that, there is a guideline. Right, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, if you're one of his.
That's right.
If you're one of his fathers.
That's right.
A lot of people think that they're following my father.
Come on.
Huh? But they won't support the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. You see? So you know what happens with liars? They pick and choose what truth
They want to hear.
they want to back up and defend. Allah said, dear sister, that if he were to judge man by his sins, there would not be one of us left alive on the face of the earth. Not one of us. I don't think that there is a defect in Brother Tony's character that his teacher, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, is unaware of. Well, how could he? This is how some of you. How could he know what that nigga did? Or know what that nigga said on a Sunday in front of the whole world? CNN was in here, and still keep a man like that over the believer. You ever heard the saying? Sometimes we box with each other because our arms are too short to box with God. So you're taking out your anger on a man who's subject to the same authority you are, because you have not found the wording to challenge Minister Farrakhan on why he's giving you Brother Tony. If you don't like the minister's choice to represent him, take it up with the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Because if you don't, I want you to see the great mistake that you've made. Humbly, I want you to see the great mistake, because there's a part of the Holy Quran that also speaks about those who hinder men from the religion, hinder them from the mosque. What you just said, look around. Have you looked around? This is a packed house. No. Wait, beloved. Wait a minute. I just offered a suggestion for you to write him, so you already know. You don't have to confirm that you're going to do it, but I want you to see that you have. How many of you are here for the first time? Let me see your hands. Wait a minute. Look at dear sister. What is her name? No. I'm almost done. Can you hang? No. You don't have to leave. You've already made your presence known. The sister in front of you is here for the first time, sitting right in front of you. She don't know anything about whatever it is you're referring to. No. She doesn't have to. If she did, then she'd take on your attitude. And then she may never get the benefit of the teaching. We are all defective, all of us. And I have to say this, even if you get mad at me, I'm going to catch you at the door, and I'm going to smother you with hugs and kisses. Because you're not going to be mad at me, but let me say this to you. And there's no way I can walk away without saying to you, within the ethics of a member of the Nation of Islam, you are out of order. And that's what I want the guests to know. And there's nowhere you can go where there's an assembly of people where you're not going to see somebody act out.
That's right.
But you are completely out of order. I'm not challenging what you said, because I wasn't here. I don't know. And even if I did know, I'm a fellow minister. I'm not his judge. I can't take him in the room and whip him. And none of the national laborers can either. This is not Rasul's choice. choice, nor the National Laborer's choice. This is Minister Farrakhan's choice. So now you can say, I kissed the devil. And hold on. I ain't done.
All right.
Because I can tell you ain't done. Let's go.
Thank you, Brother Rasul.
Thank you.
All right.
I told you I'm a homie, so don't worry about it.
How many of you are here for the very first time? Would you please raise your hand, all our first time guests? Thank you for raising your hand. How many of you, no matter how many times you've been here, and I want to thank Brother Rasul for his great demonstration, and I just want to say to the body that I am not moved negatively or positively in one way or another. I know I am a human being. There was a time where a statement like that would have sent me spiraling down. I'm just glad that Minister Farrakhan is not through with me yet. And so it's okay. It's okay. The reactive mind is very brutal. And it don't ask permission. It just do what it do. But we have to be patient with everybody. As the minister have been patient with me, and I will exercise that to the utmost with our dear who she deserves for us to be patient with her as well. That's what this is all about. I mean, if any of you really would feel better by casting an excursion this way, go ahead. Because you really don't know me. And so I'm not moved anymore about people's judgment of who I really am. It's okay. So how many of you believe what you heard today to be the truth and good for us as a people? Wonderful. And thank you, brothers and sisters. We thank Brother Rasul for using him. How many of you, even in witnessing some nation's laundry, I mean, we keep it real. And it's okay. That's right. Because you need an agitator to get clean. She's going to speak her mind. It's okay. It's okay. Wait till she really get to know herself. But how many of you would like to stand up and learn more about this great and wonderful teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and join on with the bold leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan? Would you stand, please? Stand if you would like to join on today and learn more. I don't know if Brother Rasul has left, but I would love for Brother Rasul, any of our guests who would like to shake the hands of our student minister, the son of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Anyone else that would like to learn more and stand up today and join on. Come on, sister, we can't leave you. That's right, we got another one. See, they still coming off of the wonderful and inspirational teaching of our student minister, Rasul Muhammad, who's coming right down to shake your hand. Come on, y'all, give him a hand as he comes. Brother Rasul will be shaking the hand of our sisters who join on and our brothers. Is there anyone else that would like to come on right now and shake the hands of Minister Rasul and join on to the Nation of Islam? All praises are due to Allah.
You better come back. Okay. Man, better now than I'm shaking your hand. You enjoy yourself?
Yes, sir.
If you don't come back, we know where you live, man.
Now, to our sisters and to the brothers, thank you and welcome to the Nation of Islam, and you're on a wonderful journey.
That's right.
Of finding out not only who you are, but in the scheme of things, who God is. who the enemy of yourself is, you are in the right place at the right time for the right reason. So I would like to turn you over into the angelic hands of Sister Rosetta. Let's give our sisters a hand as they go to our wonderful brothers. Yes, sir. We want to welcome you back home, good brother. And welcome to the both of you. I turn you over into the angelic hands of our brother, Brother Merlin. Would you please take these brothers, get some information. Come on, y'all, give them a hand as they go. And to Brother Rasul, thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you for your representation of this truth. And thank you for your great representation and defense of your brother. I certainly appreciate that. Thank you, dear brother. So with that, brothers and sisters, to close us out, I would like to bring up to this podium a young brother that I see growing in leaps and bounds. Not only do I believe Allah is being pleased, but he has a father of whom we know has great potential and has done a lot of great works that even his work today is still known among many in the mosque and in the city of Los Angeles. Brother Malik, y'all remember Brother Malik, right? He's tearing up the prisons with the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So please help me bring back Brother Mikhail, the son of Brother Malik, who will just give announcements and dismiss us for the day. Please bring on Brother Mikhail Muhammad. Thank you.
Round of applause going for Brother Rasul. Now, if y'all thought that was something, y'all need to come out Friday night at 8 p.m. for study group. We have our study group on Friday nights, and we're going to ask the